Brian, you traveled to northern Nigeria to investigate the persecution taking place against Christians there. Tell us what you found.
Yeah, Nigeria it's in some ways a heartbreaking place because there's so much violence against Christians. In fact, over the last couple of years, we've seen over 9,000, close to 10,000 Christians who've been killed for their faith, more than any other country in the world combined. And it's happening in the north with Islamic extremists like Boko Haram or the Islamic State of West Africa province, who are pushing down from the north to the south and raiding Christian communities, abducting women, forcing them into marriages with militants, and killing fathers, killing husbands, and also recruiting young men to be in their Islamic extremist regimes. And it's, again, heartbreaking, but we still see God working.
In northern Nigeria, Christians have been displaced by jihadist violence. This is the front line of faith under attack, but you can help them rise again. I'm Brian with Global Christian Relief, and I'm here in Nigeria because something amazing is happening. These believers have lost everything, but they haven't lost their faith.
We're seeing lives transformed through women's empowerment projects, clean water initiatives, and mobile medical clinics. But we can only continue this work with your help.
Of a truth, both Christians and Muslims are being unalived in cold blood in Nigeria. Oh yes, but particularly Christians, oh yes, you had me right, particularly Christians are their target. That is why you see them committing the atrocities they are committing in the Middle Belt. Oh yes, and in case you don't know, Middle Belt is mostly Christians. Yes, they are mostly Christians. You can also think about the North. Go and check. I can tell you with facts that the areas they attack most in the North are Christian areas. Go and check. Oh yes, but you know, at the cost of their attack in the Christian areas, they can, or it might affect the other religions within. But I tell you that their major targets are Christians in Nigeria. Again, what beats my mind the most, or what makes me fear the most in this insecurity we are having in Nigeria, is the security agencies. Oh yes, the security agencies we have in Nigeria. Holy Jesus. It is said that when there is an attack or when there is danger, that once you run to the army barracks, that it is a place for safety. Yes, even in the war zone, if you're able to find your way to the army barracks, yes, it is a safe place for civilians. But today, what we are seeing in Nigeria, the army barracks has also become a terror barracks. I mean no insult to the Nigerian army, but I'm telling you, if you're in Nigeria, you know what I'm talking about. People that are meant to be protecting us are now people joining hands to commit, atrocities in the land. So unfortunate. That is why a couple of days ago, we saw it. The US official told their citizens in Nigeria to avoid army barracks and government offices in Nigeria. We saw it. US official told their citizens to avoid the military base and government offices in Nigeria. So now tell me, if you avoid a military base, or if civilians are to avoid military base and government offices in Nigeria, where will the citizens run to? Where will they run to? In this attack that happened in Benue State, it was said that these people, spent hours, in that attack. But even upon spending that hours, no security personnel was found or encountered them or challenged them. Even the one that happened in Ebonyi State a couple of months ago, the reporter said that the Fulani headsmen or the people that attacked them spent like 3 hours. And within there, they have military checkpoints and police checkpoints, and police barracks and army barracks are still around there. And the attackers spent 3 hours shooting, burning down towns and villages, and no security agencies were seen confronting the attackers. What does that tell you? This thing I'm talking, some people might be saying that I'm saying trash. Probably it has not affected you. And I pray it will not affect you. I pray it will not affect me. But just think about it for a while. In Benue State, we lost more than 200 persons in one night. And after 2 days, about 48 persons were unalived there again. All these people, are they not people's brothers? Are they not people's sisters? Are they not people's husbands and wives? Are they not people's children? Think about it. You might be somewhere now enjoying your business and, the economy is so bad and probably you are selling something that, you are making it at this economy and you'll be saying, oh, make Nigeria stay like this. But I will remind you, this popular saying in Igbo that, oh yes. See, let me tell us, Nigerians, the earlier we divide this country, the better and the more lives we save. Oh yes, the earlier, I will repeat it, the earlier we divide this country and let everybody go on their own, the better it will be for us and the more lives we will save. Instead of all this petty we are seeing on daily basis, pushing Nigeria up and down and is still leaking. Well, let me allow you now to hear what our brother Mr. Darlington said about this. But I tell us, just pray that Nigeria don't happen to you. Because if it happens to you, you understand what we are talking about. A couple of days ago, we saw the video of Mr. Obi's brother's building were brought down in Lagos. I've not even talked about that. A lot of things are happening here in Nigeria. A lot of things. Anyway, let me allow you to watch this video.
The military base, the military barrack is the safest place you can run to in time of crisis, true or false. I mean, when you go in there is the possibility that yes, this the mad people rampaging the city and they will not enter there. But now, a foreign government is telling them, don't go close to that, don't even try it. So where else will you go to that you can be sure and comfortable of safety? Where? And that means we don't have security. That's what the American government is telling Nigerian government. Is that not true? If they can ransack your military bag in such a manner, that is why I keep telling the government, stop exposing yourself, stop demarcating this country. When those things happen, you mean nobody took notice outside Nigeria? Can you cover it? Can you cover such a thing? I mean, a whole military barracks, everything carted away. So is that where you want the civilian to run to? That is the meaning. So when they are saying don't demarcate Nigeria, what are we saying that is not there in the public domain? What are we saying? It is not for the government to do the needful. For these people to have the audacity to enter into a military barracks and do that kind of damage. I am telling you, all hope is lost. Everybody is now on his own. Don't deceive yourself. The military is not the safest place to run to. That's what I just told you now. Is that not why these things are going unchecked? Look at it yourself. The president told the military chief to go to Benue and take care of things. At least a week or two before he now came. Is that not true? Under the watch of this military chief, the worst damage was done in Benue. Under his watch, under his nose. And when the president came, is there no arrest so far? Have you not made any arrest? And the man was laughing. Moses, the man was laughing. Go and try it with Donald Trump and see whether he will not sack you on the spot.
By the way, 22 people have been arrested in Jos for the murder of those people that were traveling to Zaria from Zaria to Jos for a wedding. 22 people have been arrested.
Did you see them?
Did you see arrested? But the question is,
yes, I know. Did you see them?
No, the question is, how come those that attacked Benue have not been arrested?
Both the one that attacked Benue and the one that did all this thing now, that Tinubu equally came to apologize. Did you see any of them? We are
so you don't believe that people have been arrested?
My brother, from where I stand now, I cannot believe any other thing from these people. I'm not joking. I cannot believe any other thing. Because all the things they told us, none of them can be verified. Were you not here when they told us that they have killed the Shekau 5 times? They even brought his Bible to Buhari. True or false? Until his fellow travelers eliminated him. That was when we now knew that. So this man has been alive. Please, Mr. Goro, talk another thing. Something is going on. I pray that one day somebody's heart will touch him so much that he will come and reveal what is going on. Because this one is beyond joke.
All right, you have something to contribute?
Well, for me, the government has said 22 people have been arrested. I think what we should be bothered about is, who are these 22 people? Have we profiled them? Have they come up to, perhaps they will tell you that they are still investigating and they don't want to compromise investigation. That's why they are not telling us their names and their identity. But it's important for us in the days ahead to know exactly who these people are, and then the level of their complicity in that crime, for us to be able to situate it properly. For me, it is a bad signpost that people get away with murder easily these days in this country. And I will be shocked if in the next few days that particular young boy that was threatening and saying that whatever they did in Benue is child's play, that they are still coming back, is not arrested in the next few days, and let the whole world know who is financier, because that guy cannot act alone. He cannot. He must have probably been.
But let's go back in time. Not too far back though. In those states where people were killed, recall that incident, and government officials did not really do anything. Instead, we saw the vigilante members, those that were alleged to have done the crime, arrested and taken to Abuja. And then on social media, a lot of people came out. A lot of people from northern extraction issued threats that they will retaliate. I don't recall anyone being arrested. No one was arrested after that statement.
And they retaliated though. They did.
Well, I'm not.
So, yeah, they did. They killed people immediately after that incident. They did. They covered it up. They did.
Yes, in Europe, yes.
Yeah, they did. They did.
And nobody was arrested.
So that's the Nigeria we are.
Now it begins to, it throws up the question. These our governors, are they lackeys of the North? Look at Muftuam has already embarked on a peace mission to Kaduna State. Just like Ogbebulu. Is it out of fear, or is it that they have something on the governor?
I am telling you. That
before you become a governor, you must give this, and if you don't give this in return, we'll take this from you.
I think it's out of fear.
Oh, fear of what?
Fear of
maybe not going back to office and all of that.
Or reprisal attacks on your people.
Okay.
That's my thought. I think it's out of fear of reprisal attacks. Because certain people are seen as not afraid of death, so they can attack you. So you don't want them to carry out such attacks. So you try to seek peace. But we know that. How has that worked?
I wonder how long are we going to placate them?
For me, if you continue to say you want to preserve your life, that's when you lose it. But if you go all out, like in football, they say attack is the best form of defense.
Oh well, but we're not calling for any attack here.
These people, they have done it several years, and then consistently they have been doing it, and there has not been any consequence for their action, and so they are emboldened the more.
I think the call is for state actors to arrest those that perpetrate such crime, regardless of where they are from.
The value placed on life by each culture determines how. The worst battle you can do is to engage somebody who is not ready to return home, who wants to die in the battlefield. It's doubly difficult to fight such battles.
Okay, all right. Moses, I think from the angle that you are looking at it, that we must be able to arrest these people and prosecute them. Let me tell you one thing. While the South, while others were sleeping, these particular people that we are talking about, the Fulanis, started work early enough. How did they start the work? Now, by getting their people into strategic places, in the defense, in the military, in the police, in immigration, in customs, in all the top security agencies. To the point that if you arrest a Fulani man, you know, take him to any police station. The chances are that if the DPO is a northerner, he might be Fulani. If he's not Fulani, the area commander is most likely to be Fulani. So a call comes in, and the person is released. Yes. You go to the defense, the same thing. You go to the military, the same thing. You go to the top of the judiciary, the same thing. So while the South, what I call we are more like paying the supreme price of silence. The South was silent for a very long time, and it will take a very long time to change or to recalibrate all that they have put in place. That structure, it will take a lot to dismantle it. And look at when Tinubu tried to dismantle it, there was a pushback. So that is what we see.
And that is why whenever they are out of governance or government,
they start fretting.
In fact, it looks like the world is coming to an end.
Okay.
You see?
All right.
It just occurred to me now that the North should not be profiled just like a blanket.
No, I said Fulani. I didn't say
That's what
no.
I'm saying. Okay. Because these people, they are even subjugating the Hausas, the Kanuris, the Chambers, the thieves, to the extent that they cannot even breathe as we speak.
Exactly. That was the point I made. While others slept.
Yeah.
Holistically, not out. That particular ethnic group.
Anyway, this thing started in 1804. When the real Hausas accepted them and brought him as their brother because they speak the same, is it not language or religion? Immediately they entered. What happened? They eliminated all the Hausa princes and they established the Emirate Council. Does it not bother you that anywhere they conquer, the first thing they do, they establish Emirate Council there and put an emir there? They did it in Kwara. They did it in Kogi. In Kwara, they have 16 local government. Out of that 16, I think 12 are of Yoruba ethnic group. The 4 that is of Hausa Fulani dominate, and that's where the emir come from. Look at the number. Look at the gap, the disparity. Yes, you can't try it. They will always produce an emir in that place. But to go to the topography, that land does not belong to the north. Thank God the land does not move. It was the part of the great Oyo Empire. They took it by force.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Darlington. I also thank you for watching. Please do well to drop your comment on the comment section what you think. All right. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you very much. God bless you.